Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, little children, dogs and cats. How's it going? I haven't been here in like what, forever? But anyway, what have I been doing? Oh yeah, I was supposed to go to the barbershop, and they were busy, and I gotta go to work in about 20 minutes or 15 minutes, so that's why I'm in my car. I left there and then I came to my car. Obviously, I didn't get a haircut, but whatever. Anyway, so on my Snapchat. I know most of the people that are going to view this are coming from my Snapchat. Feel free to follow me, but I said yesterday I was going to talk a little bit more in depth about, I don't know, self-improvement in a sense. Not saying that nobody does it or anything, but I was going in and, what was I saying? Like I started off with, you should always want to be able to, oh man, almost choked. Ha! Anyway. You always should. I'm getting my words mixed up. Now, I don't even know why I'm getting nervous. Anyway, I'm not even nervous. So, you should always want to improve on yourself in more ways than one. You know? Not saying that you're not the best, not saying you could be the best or anything of that nature. I don't think that I'm the best for the people that know me. I'm not a cocky person. I'm confident, I'm humble, and that's just mainly what it is. But either way, so as I was talking, I usually like post on my snaps like I'm me working out. If you see my Instagram, I'm in the gym most of the time. I'm just working out just because I know it's a healthy lifestyle. I enjoy it. I can see why people like it. Your body starts changing. You start getting muscles. You start getting ripped. It looks awesome. But I'm doing that in a sense of just for myself. I'm not improving myself for somebody else because, I mean, you know, hashtag team single going on over here. But coming back to the situation. All right, so I was explaining, I was like, you know, listen to the words I have to say carefully, okay? And don't think of it any more than what it really truly is. Apply what I say to your life. And the only reason I talk about myself is because you got to be honest with yourself. You got to be truthful with yourself. You can't just be in denial and think like you're God's gift to the world or anything like that. You know, we're all not perfect, but we're all worth something, okay? And I was saying, like, before I started working out, I was skinny to begin with. Now, I think this was going on back of people feeling like they're not worth anything or nobody likes them. That's where it was coming from. Yes. So, before I started working out, I was skinny. Hence the YouTube skinny man. You know, I've been skinny forever. My metabolism is off the charts. I'm losing weight just looking at this camera right now. And before then, I was confident though in who I was and what I had to offer. I was in confidence with my body. I didn't care about how I looked. I walked out with a smile. People can feel the vibe of happiness in a sense, you know? People know when you're sad. People know when you're happy. I mean, you can fool some people some of the time, but you can't fool everybody all the time, if that makes sense. But anyway, back to the point. I always get off track. Back to the point. I was skinny. I approached women with utmost confidence, like the next America's Next Top Model or something, you know. I'm not saying I was cocky with it, but I was just, you know, I walked proper. I would come up to you like a gentleman. I would hold your door. I would pay for your dinner and all that jazz. I would do a normal man's job, even though I know deep down on the inside that I may not look as good as this next guy. To some people, looks are everything, but to a lot of people, it's really truly not. You know, you can be big and still be sexy. You can be small and still be sexy. You can be huge and still be hot. You can be small and still be hot. What I'm trying to get at is that I think people look at themselves and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm ugly, or I'm not cute, or I'm not beautiful, and they're looking at all these magazines and all these models and all these people that have actually worked to get to where they are, and some of the people that bought those things to get where they are, you know what I'm talking about. But you shouldn't be looking at that. You should be focused more on yourself, you know what I mean? If you start getting into those things, you're gonna kind of lose yourself in a sense. And what I mean by losing yourself, I'm talking about like the sense of who you are, you know? You have something special to give to somebody else that nobody else can give, and that is you, you know? I'm just being real. Like, say for instance there's a girl, all right? We'll just use a prime example. I am Jerome, aka Skinny Man. There's nobody else in the world that can be me, all right? You know, if there's another guy sitting beside me, he cannot be me. He can look like me, he can dress like me, he can act like me, but he is not me, and that's what makes me unique, in a sense. Not saying that I'm better than this gentleman. By all means, don't get it twisted. Who knows what this guy can be about, but like, to you as a woman, not saying you're a woman, but you know what I'm talking about. I can give you me, and that's what sets us all apart. And I think that people have lost that self-confidence in knowing that they have something beautiful to give, which is themselves. And that's the problem. They walk outside, they put on that mask that, you know, everything's going good in life, when really it's truly not, you know. And I think it's just a good time to take that mask off and like look in the mirror and be like, hey, this is it, you know. Michael Jackson, I like to say that a lot, but look in the mirror when you wake up, or after you finish this video, go to the mirror, look at yourself, and be like, what is it about me that's special right now, like today? You know, not like tomorrow, today. What is it about me that is special? What is something about me that I would like, you know, and list those things. Everybody has something. You might be funny, you might have a beautiful smile, you might have a personality that is just out of this world. You might be super smart, you might be nerdy, you might like baseball, you might, you know, like the craziest things, but you know what? There's always somebody out there that likes those things. Just remember that. Whatever it is that when you go to the mirror and you look at yourself and you're like, yo, I like this, there is somebody out there. Okay, this is me giving you some self-motivation every morning before I go to the gym. If you follow me on my Snapchat, I show everything throughout my day, and sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's not, sometimes it's real, sometimes it's this, sometimes it's that, but every morning I go to the mirror, I look at myself, I take off my shirt. You know, I'm not getting naked or anything, but like, you know, I look at myself, I'm like, you know what, I look pretty good today. I could look better. That's why I'm going to the gym. You know, that's like my focus. The best motivation and the best inspiration can, you know, it can be other people, but it starts at home. You know, when you're sitting in the bed and you're all by yourself, that's where it starts at. You can come up with ideas, you can come up with goals, you can come up with life-changing, I don't know, actions, sports and all that stuff. This person's pulling up beside me, they're probably looking at me crazy because it'll look like I'm talking to myself, but I don't care. Anyway, but it all starts at home though, okay? No dream was ever created, you know, outside. It starts with an idea. Every great thing in life starts with an idea. You have the ability to change yourself. You don't have the ability to change others. And then it comes back to, you have to be happy with yourself. You should not rely on people or friends or boyfriends or girlfriend, wives, husband, sons, daughters, brothers, family members, whatever, outside sources to make you happy. You should be happy by yourself, and then other people should be able to bring joy. So you start with happiness, and then you get somebody else in there, and then they should just rise that, you know what I'm saying? They shouldn't, if they take away, obviously you got to get rid of them, but I'm just saying, before you, I guess, get involved with someone, so to say, work on yourself. Things I'm working on, you know, it's easy for people to be like, oh yeah, you can do this, you can do that. Well, the difference between them and me, I'm not saying I'm better, but let me take myself, for instance, because I always try to use myself as an example so that it may maybe help somebody out there. You gotta look at yourself. Me, let's see. What are things that I can improve on? What are things that I have been improving on? I'm not saying you gotta be religious. Don't get it twisted. I'm just talking about myself. Take yourself out of the equation. I started reading my Bible. You know, I try to read it every day on my lunch break. I have the little Bible app on my iPad. And then this is another instance where you got to be truthful with yourself. The only person you fail at the end of the day is yourself. You're not failing your wife. You're not failing your husband or whatever. You're failing yourself first. In my mind, I'm failing myself. I'm failing God. And then if I'm thinking really hard about it, later on down the road, I'll let this person walk by because they think I'm crazy. Let's get a little break. Should we get him on camera? Okay. But at the end of the day, I'm failing myself. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my radio turned off. If I don't read my Bible, I feel like I didn't do my one thing that I was devoting to God, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? That one little moment, that one little 30 minutes of my day. And I haven't been doing the greatest job this past, week or so. You know what I'm saying? Am I failing you? No, I'm not failing you, because it's not your life. I'm failing myself. This is what I'm talking about, when you got to get real with yourself. You got to sit down and be like, yo, am I doing what I need to be doing, or am I not? I'm not. I'm got to get back on that grind. You know, that may be something for myself that may improve my life in ways that I don't even know. That's how I feel about it. I may be failing, my future kids. I don't know, but I know for one thing, I'm failing myself in that aspect. What's another thing that I've been working on? Working out. I like to work out. I'm getting kind of bigger. I know I look kind of small, I look skinny on the camera, but I'm saying, brother, working out. But, if I don't go to the gym, whose fault is that at the end of the day? Is it your fault? No. I don't see anybody else in this car. It's my fault. And that's kind of what I'm trying to get to you. At the end of the day, you have a full 24 hours to improve or do whatever it is that you want to do in life. Make it count. You can't get it back. When tomorrow comes, I lose, what's today? Friday. I lose this whole Friday. Wasted. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you're wasting it. I'm just letting you know that you can't turn the hands back and all that jazz. Tomorrow's a brand new day. If you mess up today, you can always start over tomorrow. Don't think it's the end of the world. I'm just trying to give you some good mojo jojo. Powerpuff Girls. Anyway, yeah. What's another thing? I'm not just going down a list of stuff. I'm just sitting here, and this is what I kind of want you to do, is just sit here and just think about things about yourself that you like and that you don't like. What's another thing that I don't like about myself? Let's see. I don't know. I don't read a lot of books. That's something I just never enjoy, and I think I might enjoy it. I just never picked up a book and tried it out. I mean, the only book that I actually read right now is the Bible, but I mean, like I said, that's one part of my life that I feel that I just don't do. Will I ever do it? I don't know. Do I want to? Yes. When will I start? I have no earthly clue, but I would like to at least try, if anything. Not saying everything's gonna work out for you when you try it. I'm just saying that's just something else that I want to do that I feel like I kind of missed out on. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, these are small things. There's probably other things, but this is just a little example I talk about myself. I don't like when I watch videos about people and they're like, well, you should be doing this, that, and the third, and they make themselves look all perfect. We are not perfect. If you think that you are perfect, just go ahead and kill yourself. Not in the literal sense. That is a disclaimer. If somebody kills themselves, do not blame me for this, okay? But yeah, I don't know what else to say. Just work on yourself. Love yourself first. If nobody told you that they love you today, I love you. All right, feel free to hit me up. I get messages. I was up till about 2 to 3 o'clock in the morning on Kick, chatting, helping someone with their relationship. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that I've never met before. Just because my heart goes out to everybody, because I wish the world could kind of get back to that, where people don't mind helping others, even people that they don't know. But I'm afraid that it probably won't. But that's a whole nother subject. That's like a man in the mirror, Michael Jackson effect, where you got to change yourself first before you can change others. But or if you want to see a change, start with yourself. That's where that comes from. I kind of miss those days where people were just friendly. I kind of miss those days where I could walk over to my neighbor's house and be like, yo, can I borrow this or something? I don't even know my neighbors. That's kind of sad too, but that's another story. And it's getting too long. I'm gonna make sure I don't make another video over 15 minutes ever again. But I have to go to work. I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. Hit me up on Snapchat. I'm about to start snapping as soon as this is done. And I love you. Make it the best day of your possible life. If it's not a good day, don't worry. It's not over. Just start again tomorrow, all right? Skinny Man is out. Adios.